Most people are shocked to learn that the Bible they grew up with was not translated directly from original Aramaic texts, but rather from Greek versions that were retranslated into English. The Aramaic English New Testament Bible comes directly from Aramaic, the very language spoken by Jesus and his disciples. The Aramaic English New Testament, or AENT, is the most definitive English New Testament in nearly 2,000 years. In both the King James and New International versions of Matthew chapter 27 verses 9 and 10, Jeremiah is quoted for words that clearly belong to the prophet Zechariah. Listen to the verse as presented in the King James Version. Then was fulfilled that which was spoken by Jeremiah the prophet, saying, And they took the 30 pieces of silver, the price of him that was valued, whom they of the children of Israel did value, and gave them for the potter's field, as the Lord appointed me. The New International Version reads, Then what was spoken by Jeremiah the prophet was fulfilled. They took the 30 pieces of silver, the price set on him by the people of Israel, and they used them to buy the potter's field, as the Lord commanded me. Listen carefully to the AENT translations and notice that there is no specific prophet mentioned. Then the thing was fulfilled which was spoken of by the prophet, who said, I took the 30 pieces of silver, the price of the precious one which was agreed upon by those sons of Israel, and I gave them for the field of a potter, as Master Yahweh commanded me. The big question is, which prophet said these words, Zechariah or Jeremiah? The Greek manuscripts incorrectly identify the prophetic quote as coming from Jeremiah. The reality, though, is that the right source is Zechariah chapter 11, verses 12 and 13. I told them, If you think it best, give me my pay, but if not, keep it. So they paid me 30 pieces of silver, and Yahweh said to me, Throw it to the potter, the handsome price at which they priced me. So I took the 30 pieces of silver and threw them into the house of Yahweh to the potter. The Greek translator, however, may have been thinking of Jeremiah chapter 19 verse 11, which says, This is what Yahweh Almighty says, I will smash this nation and this city just as this potter's jar is smashed and cannot be repaired. They will bury the dead in Topheth until there is no more room. Indeed, the Jeremiah quote comes close, evoking similar themes, but it is far from being the unequivocal match that Zechariah's is. It is interesting to note that while the Aramaic script does not name the prophet, it does make it abundantly clear that a single prophet is intended. We now know this prophet to be Zechariah rather than Jeremiah. The Aramaic English New Testament is the most definitive English New Testament translation in nearly 2,000 years. There is simply no other English New Testament Bible that is as authentic and authoritative. Discover the first New Testament, now available in English. The Aramaic English New Testament.